audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 3, 1, go. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, welcome to the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew.
Tonight is the best of the best.
Oh, yeah. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it did. Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Forget about that phone number.
Do people say that anymore? Yeah, no, sir.
No.
Oh, your kids don't say that?
I'm serious, though.
Oh, they do? Yeah, when I was a kid, it was, no, sir. But I didn't mean I didn't mean it in a polite way.
No, you didn't mean no,
You
sir.
only say no, sir, ironically, to other kids.
Right.
You never say it to an adult. All right. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, yada, yada, yada. And first up on the best of LoveLine,
This is good.
The very sassy Kelly Osborne. Physician, addiction medicine specialist. Kelly Osborne is our guest tonight.
Hi.
I was watching the Biography channel today, and they said, will you remember these names in 20 years? And Kelly Osborne's name was in that.
Interesting.
I don't expect anyone to know who I am in 5 years. This is just our 15 minutes, you know?
Oh, really? Do you really feel
I
that way?
really do feel that. And I think I'm kind of going to go away for a while after this is all over. It's a bit much when you're so young, I think.
Really? And do what? And then?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just go on an island somewhere. And,
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. You know, everyone has their 15 minutes, and I don't expect mine to last very long.
Well,
I'm just doing it because it's fun.
Nice.
Are you hoping it's going to stretch into 30 minutes?
If it does, great. If it doesn't, I mean, oh well.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I don't think fame and money makes you a person.
Are you resentful that you've been put in this position?
No.
No. You
Because
like
look
it.
at what it's given me.
You like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of longevity, I mean,
You know what? Very few people are lucky enough to have a long career in the spotlight, my dad being one of them.
Right.
And, I mean, I cannot expect that.
well, I know you couldn't. I mean, there's a difference though between what you expect and what you hope for. You know, I mean, maybe you don't expect it, but what do you hope for?
Or what do you
would
want?
you like?
What do you want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you want?
I just, to be honest with you, I want to be known as being a good person and just be happy, and that's all you could really ask for.
And what would that be for you? Being happy.
Hold on a second.
I'm just curious.
You don't have to break it down that far.
No, because
Happy.
no, because being happy may mean it being a mother
she
or
doesn't
being a
mean-
successful business person or
Oh,
having
no,
kids.
I'm not that
or-
kind of person.
Yeah, or having kids or having a.
I mean, I think kids would really make me happy.
Yeah, that's.
To
You
be
see?
honest
Yeah.
with you, if I got pregnant tomorrow, I think I'd have the kid. I think, because I love kids.
Who do you like better, me or Drew? I mean,
It's too early. It's early in the game.
I may have misunderstood what she was saying.
Yeah, she likes immature people. So Adam, good. Yeah.
Drew's,
Nice.
you know, he's a doctor though. It's pretty good stock. Yeah. And so, what are you? 17?
I'm 18.
18. And did you? I mean, when the cameras came into your, I mean, did you want to sing? Did you want to be in front of the cameras before the cameras found you?
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I kind of saw myself as like a lost soul because I never went to school. I had no ambitions. I didn't want to have a job. I'd get jobs and then I'd go for a week and quit. And I saw my brother going to a record company every day, my sister going and writing her music, and I just felt like the biggest loser. And I just was like, what am I going to do with myself?
Right.
And I truly 100% believe that if I didn't do the TV show, I'd probably weigh about 300 pounds and still be in front of a TV.
So you felt like, I mean, so a camera being in your house motivates you?
No, you know what? It didn't motivate me, but it opened doors to enable me to do what I wanted to do and find something that was fun that could make me some money to eventually, along the line, like set me up to do anything. You know?
How far did you get in school?
10th grade.
10th grade. And you talked about sitting in front of the camera and eating. Is that what you used to do, sort of make yourself feel good?
I would get depressed and I would sit down and I would eat.
Eat.
In
Because
front of the TV.
What did I say?
You said camera.
TV. I
Yeah.
meant TV. Yeah.
I would sit there and I would eat. Ever since the TV show has come out and I have started doing stuff that makes me happy, I've lost 35 pounds.
Interesting.
Which is weird. Like, when I get depressed, I will just sit there and I will eat all day long. And my mom does it too.
I didn't know that your mother had the gastric bypass surgery. I just
No,
found
she didn't
out.
have that.
She
She was
didn't?
going to have that, but she had this thing called a lap band put on her stomach, which is like an elastic band. It's like the new... It's like...
Similar idea, but it's just a
and
it's an elastic band.
And
Right.
it's removable as well. Like when you have that gastric bypass surgery, I mean, you cut out a huge part of yourself and it's irreplaceable. You can't go back and put it back, you know?
Right.
And when you do the surgery, they were going to make my mom go on videotape saying, if I die, I won't sue and all this stuff. And that kind of made her like, oh.
This is Adam Carolla.
This is Dr. Drew. You're listening to 100.5.
The Zone.
Because you can only have it.
The amazing Wanda knows all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then you get it taken out and you just... Your stomach actually shrinks, so you don't want to eat as much anymore.
And how's your mom's health now?
You know, she's doing really, really good. Recently she's been a little bit tired because towards the end of the chemo is when it's the worst on your body.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she's only got it through February and she's done 2 more months, so.
Wow. Great. Well, keep our fingers crossed. Take some calls. Got one for Kelly right off the top. Brittany,
Yeah,
you're 17?
yeah.
What's up?
Hi, I'd like to congratulate you, Kelly, on your new album. I bought it, and I wanted to know, for the song More Than Life Itself, is that supposed to be about your mom?
Yeah, I did write that one about my mom.
That song is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
I really adore you, Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
I see. You know what?
Without accolades.
I don't know what to say when people say stuff like that to me because it's so nice, and I feel like if I just say thank you, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Geez, you're really nicer than I pictured you.
Oh, really? Everyone thinks
Yeah, no,
I'm a bitch. So.
you know what it is?
You're not.
You know, no, not a bitch, but I thought, well, she's going to be a little snot-nosed. Because
Harsh.
See, I'm not. If anything, out of all of my family, I'm the least snot-nosed. I'm bossy.
right?
I am bossy, but I'm not stuck up.
Well, I think, you know what it is I think it's sort of, society has an impression of people that have success early and fast. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You just assume if this person is having a lot of success at 16 or 17 years old, they're going
You
to
know
be
what
a
else?
head case.
It's a lot of footage of Kelly and Jack sort of at each other.
Yeah.
It makes you think that. So
Yeah. All right. But listen, I'm delighted that you're not. Let's,
look at that laugh.
yeah, it's a great laugh. Let's talk to
We got to
Rich.
take pictures of that more often. We never get to see that.
Hold on. Drew, you want to talk in your microphone?
All right,
Explain
not
it?
to the camera. I'm talking to the cameraman. So.
The MTV cameras are in here, and Drew's talking to the camera. Although I'm assuming he's talking to the cameraman who's operating the camera. Drew, you aware of that?
No, I was talking to the producer at the other end of this line.
Oh, okay. So you want to use this as your personal intercom?
Yeah, I thought it'd be
you want
nice.
to plead to get
Yeah.
LoveLine back on MTV at this point?
I know. Where did it go? I used to watch it like every day.
Well, she's got the power.
Drew got a gray pube, and they threw us off the air. MTV has a policy. They see any gray pubes, you're out of there. And
I plucked it for a while. I almost missed
he
it.
tried dyeing it. He
you
tried
could have just
waxing.
wore a hat. No one would know.
I'm
No.
working. No, not my head.
Not the pube. The
Gray,
pubic
gray,
hair. The
gray.
pubic hair.
Well, why would they be staring at your dick anyway?
Well,
You know, they have inspections at MTV. You know how it is. They crawl up. You got. You know,
it's really the gist of the lawsuit, and it's something we can't get into at this point. But we will be well compensated when the dust clears. Rich,
Yeah.
that really should be MTV's policy because they do have a lot of people that are sort of they act young, but they're getting into their later 30s, sometimes early 40s.
They spot a gray
gray pube
Out.
You're out.
Yeah, it'll be called the droop.
The
Principle.
droop
Yeah.
pube
Well, I've got a long
clause.
time to go for that, so it's
Oh
all
yeah,
right.
you got time. Unless
And because I'm a girl, I can just shave it off and they'll never know.
right.
Oh.
Well, they.
Oh wait a minute! I haven't thought about that.
Well, it's
that's
too late
a little,
for
That's
that.
a little bit weird. And,
Drew,
if I were to shave it all off,
If your vagina worries a lot, where your pubes go gray faster.
I think that's true. I think
I
it
do,
does.
too.
If you're stressed.
No, just the vagina, though.
if the vagina's worried, yeah, I think that's probably right.
Well, can your vagina get... Oh, my God. Can your vagina get worried?
I think it can.
Well, because there was that thing
know it
on,
can be happy.
on Sex and the City how my vagina's depressed. That's what...
Two things: don't believe that show, and don't believe this man.
Well, I
Those are
believe
two
it, to be
things.
honest with you.
No.
Thank you.
You don't have a vagina, so I don't know if you'd know about that.
Drew has.
Your
I have
ovaries
half
can
of
get
one.
anxiety.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Can they?
anxious over. Sure.
Oh, shut up, Rich. Now I'm believing it. Rich, you're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up? I love you guys. You guys are like the best. I love you guys all the time.
Thanks.
My question was, when you're like eating out a girl if you get any of like her juices in her mouth, is that bad for you?
No.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kelly.
What?
Let him have it.
Okay, if you're eating out a girl, of course you're going to get her vagina juice in your mouth because that's what your mouth is. And it's just the same as if she was to suck your dick.
Ooh, wait a minute. Are we allowed to say that? Yeah, we are?
Yeah.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
under the wire.
All right.
It's the same. Like, what do you expect if you were to jizz in her mouth? Oh, she's going to die. It's the same if
Well, but now, Kelly, think about it for a second. Now, there is, if you stand, you're right. I think you're offended that he's sort of thinking this is dirty, and that's sort of
it's
makes
the
you
same
feel.
thing. If you wouldn't want a penis in your mouth, don't, like...
But there are the fluids either way from the male.
That's true. If she had some kind of, like,
There you
funky
go.
disease...
Right,
and,
just like if the guy had some funky thing.
yeah, if either, like, male or female had a funky disease and you went, like, down there and put your mouth on it, of course you can get, like, the herp or something, but...
And the virals, the hepatitis, and the HIVs and stuff.
But
are possible.
HIV...
That's only if you have a cunt in your mouth, right?
No, not necessarily. It's a very difficult way to get it, that's all.
HIV would be difficult to get
Yeah.
from going down on a girl,
Very
right?
difficult. That's the least likely way to get it.
You know, it's funny. I had a long-winded discussion with a few guys from my office today on the term that offended us the most.
Yeah.
And eating out was number one.
Fingering number two.
Followed by finger banging,
Yeah.
number two. And then number three, when a girl says, give me head. That was the third.
I know. I don't understand. I don't know
Found that
any girls that
distracting.
use that.
It happens once in a while, and I always find it a little bit distracting and off-putting. But we announced that eating out was our the most graphic and sort of left a bad taste in our mouth.
No, but
pardon
it's
the
not.
pun.
But like you could at least like think of a cute way to say it, like lick a thief, or just instead of like
Yes, eating
instead
out.
of like it just doesn't sound right. It's like, okay,
No.
what am I going to go get a burger down there? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't sound right, and it hasn't come up on this show in quite some time, has it, Drew?
Thankfully
the term
not.
eating out?
Thankfully, until this lengthy discussion, no, I've not.
Well,
not been-
I'm just saying that I had the discussion at my office
Yeah,
today.
and thank you for bringing it here.
And it
It's good.
came up
Yeah,
in
good
the-
times.
Shut up. It came up in the first break of tonight's show. That's all I'm
More
saying.
water?
Yeah.
All right. Jeremy,
Yeah.
you're 20.
Yes, sir.
You're on with Kelly Osbourne.
All right. Well, actually, I've been seeing this guy for, we've just been hanging out for about 2 months now, but it never really got serious.
You're
And
gay.
yes, sir.
Yeah, true. We know. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
I didn't
Good
actually
to
say
know.
that.
And we were kind of by ourselves earlier tonight, actually, and we were kind of in the midst of things, and he was able to get it up, but it didn't really stay up, and it didn't really progress anywhere. So I'm not really sure if I should discuss that with him or how to really approach that subject.
Well, I think you should, because maybe if he had a history of drug use, that can have a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.
Or maybe he was just nervous about, like, being alone with you, and that really can have a lot to do with it, too.
Right, actually, I was thinking that myself because he does kind of smoke a lot. So, and I have heard that that can have had that to do with it. So,
Yeah, pot can raise estrogen levels, decrease testosterone levels, can just by virtue of the effect on mood and its particular
And
pharmacology.
it doesn't hurt to talk to people about that.
This is your boyfriend of long standing?
No, he said it was.
I wouldn't say no. We've only been together for about 2 months. Actually, we're not even dating that seriously.
Maybe there's
So,
something
have you had sex?
No, this was kind of like the first time that we were going to mess around. But the other question that I had was,
Hold on.
I know, but you've been dating someone for 2 weeks and you
know what
haven't
it is?
done
Gay?
anything.
Gays get it on 10
That
minutes
is such
before
a
they meet.
generalization. Do
I
not
know.
say stuff
I know.
like that.
It's true. It's like
generalizations are
they're always right.
But it probably because
That's kind of weird.
Jeremy, do you have a boyfriend? Another boyfriend?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there really shouldn't be any sort of intimidation factor there, And
Yeah,
that's
but
why
you
I
don't
thought it
know
was
like
kinda
his
weird.
past history with stuff like that. It just
No,
if I
not
were you,
that
I would just
seriously.
if I were you, I would just ask him, talk about it.
Is he on medication?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Maybe,
Like I said,
all right, maybe he's ambivalent. A lot of young men who are gay have mixed feelings about it. Maybe he's having difficulty in that department.
Okay,
Just
well-
talk to him. I agree with Kelly.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not worried about talking to him, but also,
All right.
So mean.
Nah.
No, that's not mean. It's like saying a lion is mean for taking out a limping gazelle. You know what I mean? It's nature. Do you see what I'm
No.
saying? It's evolution. It's Darwinism.
No,
The
that's
strong
mean.
survive. We have to help others. This kid's fine. He had a secondary question that wasn't going to be much of anything. Now we have to hear it, right?
Here it goes. He's gay.
Jeremy, what is the secondary question?
Well, since it never really went anywhere, I was wondering, he also didn't make any moves as far as going down or anything like that, so are there any other inhibitions that you think might be going on there?
John,
I think he has ambivalence.
We'd have to talk to him, really. I find there are two things we find peculiar about this: that this relationship didn't evolve as quickly as most gay relationships do physically. Already, they're sort of like, that's funny, interesting.
That's so not true. I don't think that's a fair statement because everyone's different with
Kelly,
how they start relationships.
It is, and there are reasons why everyone's different, and these guys are different than everyone else, and that's interesting.
Because he likes penis instead of vagina.
Whatever,
I think that's fair.
That's fair enough. But they're evolved kind of differently compared to other gay males, and then he didn't talk with him about this obvious sort of problem they were having. They didn't continue to discuss.
Well, the guy can't get an erection, and he's not giving this guy.
Well, maybe he's not really gay.
Well, that's what Adam said. That was Adam's point of view.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, he has feelings
Just talk
about
to
it.
him.
Or, we don't know. We'd have to talk to him to find out more.
All right, let's go to line. I don't get attached to the callers. They'll take you down with them. Melissa?
Hello?
You're 18?
Yeah.
You just make fun of them, and then you head right up to the mansion and just relax.
Okay.
Travel around on the Concorde,
mean.
cut some CDs. Don't worry about it. Melissa?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. I'm a senior in high school, and I think I'm like a month pregnant, and I wanted to know if Dr. Drew knew anything. Some of my girlfriends were telling me that, this one girl named Catherine, she got an abortion once, and she said that she got a temporary emergency Medi-Cal card.
Yes, you can get this covered.
I bet she's delighted you wove her name into the abortion question.
Also, you can go to Planned Parenthood. I have a friend who just went there, and they helped her in every way, and it was totally anonymous. And
it cost $365.
And they won't set up the Medi-Cal for you there?
No, they gave me this other number, but...
Well, listen,
it's going to take some work, Melissa.
I've said many times on this show, the $365 for the abortion, how much did my dad spend raising me, Drew?
$1,280?
Well, I don't...
He didn't break 1,000, but it was in the high
it's also
nines.
the fact that... Have you told your parents?
My father's a preacher, and my mom's a retired cop, so...
Well,
Do you have any friends that could lend you the money?
No, and Mike's being a total asshole about it,
Who is the
boy?
Did she...
Well, do you know what?
Hold on a second. Did she use his name? What did you call him?
She did use his name.
You called... Okay, hold on a second. She called about an abortion. She wove in the girl's name who had the abortion, and then she just wove in her boyfriend's name.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think bogus here.
Yeah. That's sort of a clue that people are making calls up when they put their names in.
Yeah, why?
Most people would not. They're careful to make things anonymous.
Yeah.
Or she just could be an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
I think Kelly may have a point here. Melissa?
Yeah?
Bogus call, or are you an idiot?
I'm not an idiot. I'm smart.
Bogus call. It was A or B.
But what if she's telling you the truth?
All right. What if she's telling the truth?
Okay, hello?
Hi.
What I want to know, how do I set up this medical thing? And do they do it if you're 18?
Yeah, you can do it at any age.
Really?
You just, yeah.
Well, not any age. I don't know the details on this, but I think 14 is a cutoff on this, and in some states it's different. And
but
Wait, I have to be under 14.
Just don't stick a wire coat hanger inside of yourself. Get it done right.
Use a wooden one.
Okay.
Over 14.
Well, you said 14 is
over 14.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay.
Oh, you have no problem.
Listen to me for 1 second. This boyfriend of yours who got you pregnant,
Yeah.
he can't, between the two of you, he can't scrape up $350. I know it seems like a fair amount of money, but this guy's got to be somewhat responsible for his actions. Does he not have a job? Does he not have any money?
Well, he's a student. He doesn't have a job. He's on a scholarship right now.
Come on, he could ask his parents for the money.
I don't know.
Well, what's he going to tell him it's for?
Exactly.
Well, he could. Do you know what? When people get themselves into these messes, they should find a way to get them out of it. And if you're not responsible enough to do that, you're not responsible enough to be having sex.
Let me understand where you're at now, Melissa. You went to Planned Parenthood.
No, I called them.
And they gave you a referral to where you set up the Medi-Cal.
Yeah, I think it's called I forgot the name of it. I wrote it down.
So you're going to do that, set it up, get the coverage.
I wanted to know, am I supposed to be under the age of 18, or you know what I mean?
I don't think it matters.
No, it's almost better if you're over the age of 18, because by legal laws that means you're an adult, so they can't really get parents involved.
Listen, you've got to tell them who you are and what you are and be honest, and
right.
There's coverage there for you. Just go ahead and take care of things, all right?
Use some
if
protection.
That's what you want to do.
Would you please?
Do you know what the morning after pill is?
Well,
you know what? I was totally going to do. I just forgot to take a second pill.
Oh. You mean you actually got the morning after
I
pill?
think you really are an idiot. No offense or anything.
Hey, can I tell you something?
No.
Smart.
Next caller, please.
Well, no, you can't be really smart, because if you're really smart, we're all diabolical geniuses.
Okay,
You understand?
well,
that would
I'm
make us
smart.
geniuses, and we're not
Book
geniuses.
smart isn't street smart, and if you're going to have sex and you're going to get yourself in these positions, at least find a way to get yourselves out of them.
Here's the deal. She's smart enough to know about the morning after pill. She's smart enough to figure out how to get it.
And
There's a-
remember to
but
take it if you're pregnant.
There's a psychological resistance to not taking that second pill. That's not dumbness. That's not stupidity. That is somebody who wants to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Who knows better but has psychological resistance.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
And she should have the baby and stop whining and tell her
Seems
parents.
Well, that's
angry at
another-
her. Well, she is angry at her parents.
Let's go a little further with this, shall we?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, her dad's a preacher, and her mom's an retired cop.
Little
That doesn't
cop.
make sense to me. I don't know. I think this is a bogus call.
No, it makes perfect sense to me, though.
Oh, that she's rebelling, yeah.
Hello?
Melissa,
Yeah.
do you feel like you're angry at your parents?
Not really. I mean, it's my stepfather. He's not my real dad.
Where's your real dad?
I think he's in Chino.
What's his
Couldn't you
deal?
ask
No.
him?
What's his deal?
Oh,
we're
he's
good.
in jail.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you go to him and ask him?
I'm going to go to jail and ask my dad for money. I don't think he has jail in there. I mean, money in there.
Sure, they get like
No,
8 cents a day for
No,
working at the
they
snack
don't.
shack.
But of course, he has a bank account or some money saved away or something. Maybe he can help you, or grandparents, or you have no one that you can go to ask for help.
Not really. I'm not even from this area. I moved here a couple years ago.
All right. You say calling from Watts?
Yeah, we moved out here. I don't know why she did that.
No, this is bogus.
Yeah, this is
Nobody moves to Watts.
Yeah, I
No.
live like on Century and San Pedro.
You don't sound too sad and nervous by the situation. that
I know
you're
I
in.
am, but I'm not like that. You know what I mean?
All right. Go to Planned Parenthood tomorrow if, in fact, you're pregnant. Really, is there anyone that moves to Watts?
I think that may be bogus, and she's trying to make some sort of point about the laws for abortion or a knowledge
No.
of that.
No.
Something.
No, it just and by the names but like it's such a thing like, oh, my mother's an ex-cop and my stepfather's a preacher and my real dad's in jail. It's like it's a little bit bogus to me.
Too pat, huh?
Yeah, it's
too formula. Too
It
formula.
is. It's too set out. I don't know.
all
I
right,
don't believe it.
But let me explain. If it is bogus, somebody is feeding her.
Yes.
Because there ain't a woman alive who comes up with Chino. They don't exist. Women don't know who fought in World War II, and they don't know prisons. There's two things women don't know: the prison system and wars,
How
world
the
wars.
hell do you know
I
that?
know, and she wouldn't know what street corners she was on. So
No, you
either
wanna know
this was
something?
yes.
That is really dumb.
No, yeah, no.
No. Because I know about World War II because of my father and because I was very good at history in school.
All right, quiz.
All right, go on. I'm telling you, I'm serious. It's all I ever
Okay.
watched with my dad.
Okay. All right. Who were the Allied powers and the Axis powers?
Ask me a real question.
That's 101, baby.
You
I
are the
left
Ricky's thing.
school-
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you guys suck. But no, seriously. Like, you're asking me a question that somebody would have to really study it to know. Like, ask me a question that's just like a general question.
The Axis powers is Germany.
In England?
And
In England. Right.
no.
I'm just saying that. Screw it. Oh, the F word. I knew it would come out. All right, listen. I'm just saying she wouldn't have known Chino unless her dad was in Chino. That's all I'm saying. All right. We
I
got
can
to take a
understand one
break.
thing.
Don't use the F word
I
again.
won't. I'm just saying that's a really sexist comment and you suck.
No. Look. There's certain things that women know and certain things that men know. I don't claim that men know everything either.
He's a despicable asshole.
Thank you, Drew. All right. Kelly Osbourne is in here tonight. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break bread, Kelly.
LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
LoveLine is brought to you by Trojan, America's #1 condom, the most trusted for over 80 years.
Now back to the sex talk. It's LoveLine in the zone.
LoveLine. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew. Kelly Osbourne is our guest tonight. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right. Tinkerbell?
Hi.
What the hell kind of name is that? You're 21. What's up?
Well, I work in a massage parlor. Let's just be honest here. And the girls and I were just wondering, like, lots of girls sit on these couches, and not all of them are as careful as some of us.
Hold on, Tinkerbell. Are you on a speakerphone?
No, I'm in my room to get away from the radio.
Wow. Horrible.
I'm really
acoustics in that room.
confused at what you mean. You're a massage therapist, and a lot of people...
No, not like that, honey.
She's a hooker.
She's a ho ho ho. She's a ho. She's a ho. She's a ho ho.
I like the way Tinkerbell laughs at the massage therapist. No.
Okay, so I don't really talk to a whore. Well, I wouldn't call you a whore.
Oh,
'cause
she
that's
just
mean.
did.
Professional.
What do you mean
working
you don't
girl.
really talk to?
I've never really, to be honest with you, spoken to somebody that is...
Why don't you ask your questions?
sells her body for sex, to be honest with you.
Well,
I shouldn't call you a whore because that's not nice, but...
I actually call myself one. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so...
You want to ask
I'm
her a
okay
question
with
then?
this. I don't have an issue with
I have a question. Do you... What even made you want to get into selling yourself for sex?
I started at a very young age in high school, and I didn't know what else to do, and it's just progressed from there. And I'm really happy with creating a safe, sex-positive environment for everyone.
I don't necessarily think that's a safe, sex-positive environment for you.
Hold on, but let's explore a little bit, shall we? You want to, Adam?
Well, I'll make sure, Kelly, do you have any more questions?
No,
I'm okay with
to me, sex is about love, and there's no point in... Sex was invented, yes, to create more human beings to rule the world, but also it's more of a love thing that you should only do with someone that you love, and I could never just have sex with somebody who you don't love.
Can you imagine how you might pull away from that feeling? What might have happened to you to make
I
you...
know, and I don't also did something happen to you when you were a child that awful that made you just want to go out and like?
Well, I didn't have a lot of adult supervision growing up. I'll admit that. But I mean, I'm also...
Hang on, hold on, keep going.
I'm also a lesbian.
You're a lesbian.
Yes.
So, but do you have sex with women or men?
Men,
women
only
don't pay.
Is it because you hate men and you want to have control of saying
No, not at all.
Kelly's good.
That's what I was going to let her just keep going.
I really don't hate men. I have friends who are men, and I really respect my customers.
Do you get pleasure out of it?
Like sexual pleasure?
Yeah, like do you orgasm from it, or is it just because you...
No, because it's work. I mean, I go to work to do work. It's all about making them happy.
To me, I'm sorry, but that's really weird. If you don't enjoy it and you don't get some pleasure out of it, why do it?
Money, she gets money.
But money isn't pleasure. Money enables you to buy things that you want, but that's not everything.
It is pleasure because it affords me like my own home, and I know no one can take it away from me because it's mine and I live there.
Well, what if you get arrested and that could all be taken away from you?
I'm careful about that, and it's
Well, do you get paid like?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Do you get taxed on this money?
I don't know if I should say on the radio.
Yeah. Well, someone could take your home away.
Yeah, seriously, someone what you're doing is
living there
not
doesn't
safe.
mean...
Just because you bought it and you live there doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot be taken away from you.
Well, let's talk about the lack of parental supervision and how that figures in. Were your parents drug addicts?
They use drugs, yes.
Okay. And did they expose you to a lot of sexual stuff at a young age?
No, not really. I really wasn't exposed to sexual things. I mean,
but I don't understand where this is coming from. Were you beaten as a child? Were anything happened to you that you said, I could have asked for more in any way as a child?
I have a theory. Not enough problem-solving puzzles.
That's right. Too many Barbies.
Too many Barbies. Not enough erector sets.
I think it's also like to do with the fact that you're lesbian and you like having that control over men.
Well,
that might be it.
Yeah, there's usually some...
That's right, go away. I'm on the phone.
Well, don't worry. We'll get to her question. The question was, let's get to the question out of the way. The question was, can genital wart virus be spread through through clothing?
Right, like if somebody doesn't wash their hands and has it on their hands and then touches my water bottle and I touch my water bottle.
No, that can't.
Really
you'd physically have to
now,
touch
on the other hand,
penis.
if you had something inserted in the vagina or something, and a few seconds later touched it to someone else's.
Like the water bottle.
Yeah, like the water bottle. Then you could get into trouble. But through clothing, that sort of thing, no way. Crabs, however, will populate the furniture and the clothing. And
yeah.
things. That's the one thing that...
Isn't the only STD that you can get from stuff like that?
Really, pretty much.
That's why, I would have a sign out front of my brothel that said, crab-free since June of '86. Like, I'd put, like, they have days without an accident up at the factory
But what also
on the
makes me
wall.
wonder, what else does she get? If it's purely just for money, what else does she get? Does she get anything else out of it?
She's a trauma survivor. They pretty much all are trauma survivors of one sort or another. Having drug addict parents is highly traumatizing.
Well, do you know what? I have a drug addict parent, and I'm not going to go out and have sex for money.
Well, but it's been sort of contained, what you've been exposed to, right? Things have been not completely out of control, or yes.
You know what? It has been at times, and it hasn't. But as I'm saying, like, a lot of bad things when I was a kid has happened to me. But I have. It sounds like her parents loved her. She doesn't really have anything bad to say about them. So I don't really understand where it's coming from.
Trauma it has an interesting impact on people's relationships. It really does, and not everyone exactly.
But, like,
the
what
same.
else? As she says, money. But what else does she get out of it? What else does she get out of it? I don't understand.
Well,
like some people, when they have sex, like they say it's feeling the void that I didn't get love when I was a kid, so it makes me feel better about myself in that way. But I don't understand, like, where it's coming from with her.
It's complicated, but she gets power and she gets money, and she may be an addict, and she may get sort of a thrill out of it too. She may have some what you wish you would call fun.
I would suggest therapy.
Yeah,
and I do agree about the power over men thing too, because there's some women who are lesbians because they love women, and then there's some women who are lesbians because they hate men.
I know.
And then sometimes it's a little each. I'm guessing she's got a little more toward the guys than she's letting on. All right, let's keep pushing forward here and speak to Fernando, who's 21. Fernando?
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Good.
Hey, how's it going, Dr. Drew?
Fernando, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good. I just want to, you're the best, man. You remind me a lot of a PA that I work for.
Oh, interesting. What do you do?
I'm actually a paramedic right now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I do that for a living. And Kelly, you're a hard-nosed girl. You just keep on when people ask questions. That's really cool. You seem to be on it like Dr. Drew. It's funny.
Oh, thank you.
But anyways,
yeah, she's used to being in front of the camera.
Mini-me. Yeah.
Exactly. But anyways, my question is for Adam. A few weeks ago, I was watching a porno with my girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And,
good times.
And, it was pretty cool, actually. It was erotica from Adam and Eve. But it was kind of raunchy still.
Something you know, Adam?
And,
I'm familiar with the series.
Seeing that you're the guru of porno here,
yes.
I need your expertise here. Because Taboo 2 is too hardcore. I think she would dump me.
Yeah.
I can't go that extreme yet because I got to warm her up a little bit.
Why does she have to sit there and watch porn with you anyway?
Oh, no, because she likes it.
Well, then if she likes it, let her choose one.
Yeah, well, yes. I want to choose something.
Kelly's feisty tonight.
I know.
I am feisty. I can't help it.
Right.
Sorry.
It's all right.
But like, she told me about Rescue Diaries. Can you tell me some of that? Is that good stuff?
Well,
why do you care if she likes it? I think you probably get off on the fact that you're sitting there and watching porn with your girlfriend. I don't really think you care what you're watching.
Young guys have a sort of a universal fantasy that if they could just have a key that would turn women on, they would go forever using it. This is the Spanish fly fantasy,
right?
And for some women,
but I still think you should let her choose one.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to watch a porn with her and you're afraid of what she might like and what she might not like, let her choose it.
Well, where's she going to choose it from is the question.
Well, we have here, because I'm coming from Santa Cruz, we have like a few porno stores.
Yeah.
Then we have like two really hardcore ones. They're just, I mean, they have like the dildos hanging.
What's too much? What do you think is too much for her?
Probably something that's not something that's more laid back, nothing extreme. Cause
all right.
I think all porn is extreme, to be honest.
Well, they have soft-core versions.
That's what
well, you don't actually see the penis. You just see the girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that stuff. And
all right, go Red Shoe Diaries. That was a series that ran on Showtime for a long time, or was it HBO? I can't remember what it was.
They play porn. Oh yeah, they do really let it nice.
No, but it's
Cinemax.
It's sort of softer core stuff.
I don't get porn. I just could never sit there and watch it. It's just not something.
That's another difference between boys and girls. But it must be the man that created that difference.
Yes, the man did.
Porno is marketed to
I
males.
couldn't sit there and watch two people have sex. Like I mean, I get how guys can get off to it, but to me, it seems so played and so fake and so like if I say like this instead of like that,
right?
It'll turn someone on. Like I just don't get it.
Right. Well, we're not turned on by the grunts. And
no, you're turned on by actually seeing a penis and a vagina.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean no?
Well, I mean,
speak for yourself. I am. What do you want to look at?
I think guys like the visual of the women and stuff. Like that they sort of insert themselves in that.
I think it's. I think to be honest with you, from guys that I've talked to about porn, it's more of actually seeing someone seeing the act of doing it than what they look like. Because if you've seen porn in movies, they're pretty ugly people.
No, how dare you?
But they are. The guys are disgusting, and the girls all look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I mean, the guys are sort of porn guys. They shave their ass. They're tan from the tan salon.
It's
they got
disgusting.
gold on.
Like I don't get it. Like if I was going to watch a porno, I'd rather see two really hot people doing it than two like a girl with big blonde hair and big lips.
But your version of hot is not the same thing that the porn connoisseur is going to be attracted to.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a certain breed of cat. They like their fake jugs. They like their shaved cooches. They like the guys who've waxed their cracks. That's that breed. You know what I mean? It's like it's like
I don't get it. I don't know. It's just not my
the crack waxers. You know. I mean,
yeah.
Like my thing is, I'm not a big I hate hair, like, especially on women.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have any hair. It's gone. Like I'm not down with that.
Right.
But on guys, like it's not a big deal. I don't think you're supposed to have hair. Just leave it alone.
That's right.
Okay.
I agree.
Oh, you should see where Adam has hair. Oh my God.
It's just tough to work in the business,
Kelly,
when you got a chia pet growing off your ass. That's all.
Do you have a hairy taint?
I felt it hurt my career. That's all.
He said.
Go ahead, Jerome. We're all adults.
Trying to find his anus is like trying to find Santa Claus's mouth.
How many times do you have to wipe your ass after you've taken a crap?
2.75.
Peanut butter out of shag carpet.
Denise?
Yes.
You're 18?
Yes.
What's up?
Not much.
Okay. It says here you're a dominatrix escort.
Yes.
Is that a prostitute?
Is that a model of car?
Are you a prostitute?
Oh, God, no.
No. I should never do something
You just
like that.
whip people for money. You don't have sex with them.
She beats people.
No, I have a boyfriend. I've been dating him 3 years. He worships Adam, so...
You're building a case against...
Oh,
No.
how dare you!
He is a sweet guy.
I thought your
love
wife
him.
has started saying, how dare you, like every third sentence.
Really?
Yes. Did your buddy Ray? How dare you? She's
Good.
yelling at him.
Yes. All right. So, what do you do for a living? How does this work?
I have a regular job, but this is frankly what pays the bills.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? You whip people?
Huh?
What do you do?
Yeah, I'll get calls. You know, it'll be like just businessmen. They feel like they can't tell their wives this or something.
Right.
And
They call you.
They call the service. I go.
You go to their house?
You go to their house?
Oh no, we have a hotel. We have our own suite and everything.
All right. And what goes on?
And I have a question.
Yeah.
Do guys really get off on this and jizz from people whipping them?
Oddly enough, I had a guy come. I did not even touch him. I rubbed his nipples.
Ew.
Wow. But you do bring do you bring a whip?
I have a homemade whip. It's
I can
a lot
see
better
you're
than
putting the
anything I've ever bought.
W, the mark of horror,
I have.
on their chest. Whoosh.
No. Come on.
Okay.
I have a rubber hose. I have.
Ooh.
A rubber hose?
It doesn't leave as much marks.
Oh, my God.
Right. That's it.
You know, some guys
I learned that in interrogation
How
school.
did you get
the
into
CIA.
this profession?
Honestly, I couldn't
Passed
pay for
down from
college.
generations. Grandparents
You what?
did it.
I couldn't pay for college, and my boyfriend's really into Dom.
Oh,
And-
that's Orca.
You know.
Dom DeLuise or Dom...
But did you
Perignon?
call just to tell us about your job, or do you have a question?
No, I do have a question.
Go.
Okay, sometimes when I get there, they just whatever they come. But how do I keep that? I don't know what they have. I don't have sex with them or anything. I know
Don't
just by
touch their
touching it,
penis.
I can't get an STD. But if it happens to get on me and I do wash my hands and everything, is there still a way I could get that and still get an STD?
Wear gloves.
Yeah.
I can't. I am deathly allergic to latex.
Well, you don't do a latex glove.
Yeah,
You wear leather gloves.
Okay.
Yeah. Wear the sexy gardening gloves. No,
Yeah,
wear
just
those
wear
black.
gloves.
Wear those tight black gloves, would be part of the dominatrix garb. You know what I mean?
Actually, I got a hole in mine last week.
The gloves.
Yeah.
See.
Buy new ones.
A little businessman semen is probably not going to do you up. You
But
wash
you
your
never know.
hands.
But you never know. If I were you, I'd try and stay away from the penis as much as possible.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, who's are these guys taking care of themselves?
Normally they're all really, really upper class.
No. Adam, ask it again.
Are they taking care of themselves when you're with them?
You mean are they masturbating?
That's right.
Only if they've been giving permission.
By you?
Yes.
Yeah, but ultimately it all gets down to the release,
it all
right?
gets down to, yes, they take care of themselves.
Okay.
You don't touch anything.
I need the permission part. Jesus Christ. Everyone's such a nutball on this
These
show.
are all expressions of walled-off parts of self. These are pieces of yourself that can't get expressed in other ways. And
Yeah,
so
do you do it because it makes you feel powerful?
Actually, yeah.
And where are you, when these guys take care of themselves, when they get to the point of climax, where are you?
What are you doing?
Normally, well, I don't know. I've had a few cases where, it's the whole foot worship thing.
Ooh.
And, they're still worshiping my feet, or they're still being, tied up with their nipples twisted and clamped.
So you get a little, what we call collateral damage.
My God.
Yeah.
Nipple-lateral damage in their business.
Yeah, sometimes stuff gets up
Have
in
you
the
ever
ceiling
had sex
fan.
with anyone that you've worked with?
No.
Yeah, these guys
have
don't want
boyfriend.
sex, right?
Some of them do, but, frankly, I'm kind of honest, and I don't want to cheat on my boyfriend.
Yeah, keeping it real.
Well, in a way, I think this is kind of cheat. If you're enabling somebody to come,
you would think.
it's technically cheating, I think.
In the eyes of God, yes.
Let me say to the people of America and the nations of the world that I hate your ass.
These are solutions for problems of very early on in development, and people come up with these solutions
in a way,
to
like, I
integrate and
understand
experience parts of themselves that otherwise they're walled off from.
I understand that you needed money for college and stuff, but are you still in college?
Yeah, I'm still working on my vet.
Will you
degree.
stop when you're out of college?
Yeah.
What do you? What do they normally pay?
The typical, just the plain rate is $250 an hour.
Mm-hmm. And do they tip?
Yeah, it goes up from there.
Do you have regular clients?
I have 2, yes.
All right. See,
to me, I just could never sit there and beat someone up and get off on it. Like, I understand rough sex and stuff like that, but when you're sat there and you're whipping someone, I'm like, get down to your knees, like I am your moss. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's some kind of like mental need for power.
It's experience a piece of self that they don't get to integrate into their experiences in other ways. But it's solutions
also
to problems from long, long ago.
It's also tough when someone has a choice, not a choice, but I mean, I've been 18 and had no money,
right?
And you work at Hot Dog on a Stick, and you get $6.95 an hour, and they take taxes out.
If I wasn't doing this, I'd be working in and out. They pay you like $8-10 an hour to sit there and like give people French fries.
How long would you last at In and Out?
Oh, I'd eat all the food. It's my favorite place in the whole entire world.
I know. How long would you work there though? Would you work
seriously, there? I would if I wasn't doing this and I wasn't like seriously, I would so totally work it in and out.
But how long before you got fired or quit?
Oh, I'd get fined for eating all the food.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you would work 40 hours a week at In and Out. You'd be miserable.
No, you know what? I have friends that work at In and Out, and they say it's fun.
It's fun for like 3 days, but eventually your cuticles smell like onions and you start going crazy and your skin gets bad. I'm just saying, listen, if someone said to me when I was 18 and I had zero money and I was cleaning carpets for a living,
I get what you're saying. Like,
you make $250, make $250.
But I would find it so disgusting to be with some kind of in denial rich businessman and beating the crap out of him.
Well, at least you're beating on him,
and then having him like come. Like, I think it's disgusting.
It is.
It would actually. If anything, I would beat the shit out of him for coming there.
Ooh. Yeah.
Then, like, to be in here and asking, like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, where does this rank amongst, like, selling drugs? Do you know what I mean?
In terms of illicit activities, you mean?
Well, most 18, 19-year-old guys, I would have sold drugs when I was 18 or 19 for that kind of money instead of cleaning carpets.
That is sort of marketing. That's trafficking something as opposed to expressing an emotional relationship with someone else in an intimate way.
I agree. It's lower down on the totem pole. I think anything to do with,
like, with sex, and if sex, you do like that as your profession, like whether you're a stripper or a prostitute or you're a dominatrix, it's all because you're missing something and you're trying to find it by doing that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Correct.
Your instincts are good. All right.
Is that Kelly's high horse?
Yeah, I think it is Kelly's high horse. She came out of the barn. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Kelly Osbourne here. We'll be right back.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
LoveLine will be right back on 100.5 The Zone.
Hey, yo. Loveline, I'm Adam. Dr. Drew over there. Kelly Osbourne is our guest tonight. Bert is on. Bert is, well, we didn't talk about this, but he's Bert McCracken from The Used and is dating Kelly. Bert? Yeah.
Hi.
First of all, I just want to say that I love Kelly Osbourne, and second, I want to say that I am in love with Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, and young love, great, Drew. Oh, Bert been smoking a little weed?
Just a little.
No.
He hasn't.
He has that.
There's no weed in Alabama, man.
Has that weed laugh. That's what we were cluing into.
No. I'm in Alabama. There's no weed here.
All right. Yeah, Lord knows you've tried. I've been to every park in Alabama. Can't score. Hey, Bert, I didn't see you guys at Weenie at the Acoustic Christmas Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
I cut out early, but I heard good things.
Yeah, they tried to shut us off early, so we just wrecked the whole entire place.
Yeah.
It was a good show though. It was really good.
That's rock. And where did you guys meet?
We met on the Ozfest. The first day, actually, we were on the Ozfest because we did the Warped Tour and then the Ozfest and transition. I think it was in Milwaukee.
You gonna go catch up with them in Alabama?
No. That's
I was actually going to sneak off with him on Saturday and just fly with him, but I would have gotten in so much trouble. I wouldn't be here right now, so I didn't go.
Hey, Bert, I hear you guys may be moving out at some point. Is that inside information? Huh?
I hope so, man.
Oh, that's nice. You're in love, right?
I adore that girl that you're sitting there with.
You talking about Drew? Oh, Kelly, yes.
You're such an ass.
I didn't know which girl. I didn't know which one he was talking about. Drew's
I've never been in love before, and I honestly have to say that I am very in love with Bert.
That's nice. Wonderful.
Oh, baby.
Hey, you talking to me? Oh, you're talking to Kelly. All
You're ruining a nice moment here.
I'm sorry. Hey, Bert, we got to go to commercial, but thanks for calling, and Mazel Tov.
Yeah, Mazel Tov.
As they say, you're in Alabama? As they say in Alabama, Mazel Tov.
Bye, Bert.
We'll be back with Kelly Osbourne after this.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Hello there, LoveLine fans. This is Adam Carolla.
This is Dr. Drew. Stick around for more right here on 100.5 The Zone.
Welcome back to LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
I think it's great. We keep listening.
On 100.5 The Zone.
Well, it's the best of LoveLine, and the band you hear in the background
is the band you're about to hear in the foreground.
That's right, Jurassic 5. Night Jurassic 5 on the show.
Hello.
What's up? Well, thank
Soup
you.
and Newmark are both here from the band, and we both swore that the band was on before.
Yes.
I even had a conversation with a friend of mine on the ride in, and they said, you doing the show alone tonight? And I said, no, Jurassic 5's on tonight.
Old friends.
And they said, the guy said, yeah, how are they? And I'm like, they're decent guys. You went down in my mental notebook as, well, if I don't have any strong thoughts about them, it's because I think a-hole or nothing. If I think nothing about you, that's good.
Who says a-hole anymore? I love it. Bring it back. I'm going to say it next week.
You know, the funniest thing is like you do enough radio and you're like, listen, I don't. Now you're having a conversation in real life.
I don't give an S.
I don't give an S or an F and S about any a-holes, and people are like, hey, you could say the whole word. We're in the car. You understand?
I'm bringing back the word bitchin' personally.
Bitchin', yeah.
Remember bitchin'?
I like to bring, if you're going to bring bitchin' back, bring boss back, too. Boss.
Boss, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a car that was jacked up and had some raised white letters on the tires and some Krager mags, like, that car's boss, man. It's the
I'm
boss.
not hip to that one.
You're not hip to boss?
No, I just grew up and it was like, if a car was like that, that was whack.
Wait a minute.
That's what we said. It was whack.
Boss is good, though, right?
Boss
is good.
Really?
Wax,
okay. I know. I bought no. Then we said fresh. Then
fresh
I thought boss meant like
Hold on,
Not
I'm writing.
good.
Boss is
I'm writing.
1967.
Oh yeah, I was nowhere around back then.
Now, how old are you?
Laughing was Boss.
31. God
31.
Willing, yeah, God willing, 32 in November.
You could still know Boss. I don't want to put pressure on you.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Don't.
All right, but you know what? You could use Boss then.
Well, I'll do that.
Take Boss.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
with
Boss radio. Remember that?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Awesome.
big Boss Man on the air and a lot of that kind of stuff. Let's take a call for the band.
All right.
Let's talk to Hi Boy.
Yeah, what's up?
You're 15. What's up?
Yeah, well, okay, I'm sort of an aspiring turntablist. I can scratch some pretty Boss beats, and I just wanted to know
Boss, yeah.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to know who sort of influenced Jurassic 5 as they were kind of growing up and becoming an aspiring band.
What DJs?
Yeah, or just whoever. What?
Or anybody.
Yeah.
Artists.
For myself,
Are there any what?
For myself, this is Newmark speaking, by the way.
Okay.
I definitely listened to Mixmaster Ice from UTFO. How old did you say you were?
16.
16, yeah. Well, these are really old school cats. So Mixmaster Ice, Howie T, and then later on Jazzy Jeff and Cash Money and
cool.
A bunch of people. Aladdin for sure.
Aladdin.
Yeah, DJ Aladdin is I think one of the most underrated DJs ever.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just looking to learn from past people who got big and try and get big myself. So
Do you have any videotapes?
Videotapes? No, I got mixtapes though.
What do you do with the videotapes?
There's like a how-to kind of situation out there. Beat Junkies, I know, have a how-to out there. I think it's sponsored by Vestex, if I'm not mistaken.
You put the video on and you scratch along to it?
Yeah, well, they show you certain patterns and pockets you can do with the turntable and the mixer. So that that's a lot more helpful. From when I grew up, I just had to listen to the records, which is actually I think better that you might be listening to the records because it makes you listen a little bit. It makes you use your ears more than your eyes. I think it's I think it's healthy. But there are videotapes. They are helpful.
And you, what do you do? Put weights on the needles so they don't slide around?
A lot of people put like quarters and stuff on there, but it's really the opposite. You really need it. It's when the needle's skipping, you got to take out weight. You got to take off the weight. It means when you see the needle bouncing from side to side in the grooves of the record, you got to take off some weight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We were actually raised with records, see?
Yeah.
We actually listened to things on records.
No, I know. And
records rule.
Remember the needle? You turn it to 45 or 33.
Oh, yeah.
Needles, yeah.
You remember the whole thing about them saying CDs, when they were first coming out and they were replacing, records. Oh, and they don't skip. Remember that?
Right.
Every bar you go to is,
Yeah, they skip an even more annoying way than records do. Yeah. Oh, my God. And you'd melt them. Like, my dad was so cheap. My dad used to check out records from the library.
Yeah.
That's good. That was a big move. That was a big Corolla power move. Like,
that's where all the real good records are.
Don't spend the $2 and buy the record. You got to check it out. But then my dad would leave them in the car and they would melt.
Yeah. I had a friend who was...
They would melt. They turn like into a flower.
Yeah, well, yeah, they would turn into some piece of folk art or something. But the problem is they should have worked that out there, right? They had to raise the melting temperature of that just a little bit higher than what a VW Bug would gather in the San Fernando Valley during the summer.
Work when we were growing up.
All right.
Nothing worked.
You're right. But the thing, here's what I want to say. I think people had more respect for music back then because you had to take care of your record. Like, you'd take the record off, and you'd wipe it down, and you'd hold it, like, under your arm, and you get the sleeve out, you blow it off, and you drop it in. And now you take the CD and just throw it in the back of the car, or you sit on it or something. My idea is, like, CD, to me, is like impervious to anything. I just throw it. I throw it on the dash, I pop it out, and throw it on the passenger seat.
I do that.
You'd never do that with the record. You had to have respect for the music back then. That's what I'm saying, Drew. We had respect.
Man.
All right. Want to talk to Raina? Raina?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, you're 23.
I love the show, I gotta say.
Good.
And my favorite part is when you question the origin of veal and venison.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe we should do that tonight.
Yeah, I think it's one of those nights.
My favorite one ever is they thought that veal was snake and venison was fish.
Yeah.
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 truly amazing.
Yeah, well, I've always said we have some of the world's dumbest callers on this show.
Well, I hope you don't lump me in with that category.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that, Missy.
Soup Newmark, J5 is my absolute favorite.
Hey, I like you already. I don't think you're dumb at all.
I picked up the new album this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Bitchin', been playing it all day.
Yeah, it's boss. It's boss.
I don't have a DVD player.
Oh, so you can't see the DVD? Well,
I have to wait till I go to work tomorrow. I'll sneak it in.
Well, then good. Tell your friends about the record, too.
Oh, my friends are well aware.
Great.
We'll be there next week.
Hey, thank you.
Cool. I'll be there with bells on. And Drew, I have a question for you.
Yep.
How strict do I need to be with the time of day that I'm taking oral birth control?
Within a couple hours.
Couple hours?
Yeah.
So if once a week I'm maybe 5 hours off?
No problem.
Excellent.
You're fine.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
All right, baby.
Have a great one.
Bye.
Take it with some venison.
Pardon?
Or veal.
Yeah, wash that birth control down with a nice mouthful of veal.
Oh.
All right. Richard?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
You're 19?
I love you guys.
Good. You love...
And I love J5 as well.
Good.
Hey, thank you, man.
Respect, man.
And I kind of have two little issues I called about. My first is that I kind of suffer from chronic migraines. And I was actually going to see J5. I was going to see you guys performing at the UCSD Price Center one night. But I got a migraine and I had to leave, so it was terrible. And, so I just want to ask Drew, is there any kind of treatment? Like I'm taking Maxalt right now.
Mm-hmm. Is that working?
You familiar with that?
Yep.
Well, I haven't had a migraine for about 9 months, but just last night I had one, and it's pretty debilitating. Like,
all right, so you need
throwing up, And,
all right, if Maxalt are actually helping, that means you have true classic migraines. And in that case, you should try to be on something what's called prophylactic, something that prevents the migraines from coming on, not just something that treats them when they do come
If you're
on.
throwing up from a migraine, that's a pretty bad migraine, right?
No.
pretty damn terrible.
No?
It's
normal?
very disabling.
Just means bad headache if you're throwing up. Doesn't even mean migraine.
You never hear about
I mean,
people vomiting.
Well, how it starts out is like my periphery is completely cut off.
All right, yeah, you have real true migraines. So you talk to them about getting on. Yeah, talk to someone about getting on what's called prophylactic treatment, like a beta blocker or a calcium channel blocker, to kind of prevent them from coming on. There's lots of treatment out there.
Hey, Richard.
Diet as well?
No, Richard. Nothing's diet. Nothing. Nothing. Well, everyone thinks it is, but nothing. Your zits, your bad breath, all that stuff. All that stuff you got is nothing. Now it's all genetics. You're cursed by your parents, that's all. Or God. Or possibly both. Or maybe God cursed your parents. And anyway, I don't want to get into all those different scenarios, but do you know what veal is?
Veal is undernourished baby calf.
Okay, all right.
Obviously, and the meat is white and unhealthy.
That's right.
And
That's
disgusting.
right. That's right. You don't eat it, do you?
I mean, I eat healthy, nice beef, but I used to be a vegetarian, so I stay off all the unethical,
Right. Vegetarian, still with the migraines, though, right?
It's hellish life.
I live off corn dogs and jerky. Never had a headache in my life. It's great, isn't it? What about... I actually am trying to invent a corn dog jerky, where I actually dip the jerky in corn batter and deep fry it. I don't want to talk about it on the air because it's a patent pending kind of situation. Corn jerky, I call it. And what about venison?
Venison is obviously deer disgusting meat.
Deer, right. Horrible, disgusting deer meat.
It's Satan. And
what meat? Are you a fan of any meat? What about pork? That's a good meat.
I have slipped into the dirty pork realm again.
You do some chicken?
Oh hell yeah.
You do chicken.
And fish. I can't live without the Rubio's fish tacos.
Right. Now, that's good. But let me ask this. And we brought this up before. I know a lot of people that are, they're vegetarian or they're whatever-tarian. They're not really vegan, whatever. They got no problem with fish.
Yeah.
And the whole kind of thing with fish is, well, no, I don't do chicken. I eat fish. And to me, their whole thing is it's a sort of a, you don't want to kill the more majestic or noble of the animals.
Right.
The chicken is much less evolved than a fish.
Probably.
I mean, when you look at one of these 100-pound sea basses, or especially when you start looking at swordfish or something like that, that's a majestic beast. I could make a hell of an argument of a swordfish over a chicken. That's for goddamn sure. So why are you eating the swordfish? It doesn't make sense to me. That's my point. And as far as the headaches or anything that go, the guy was a vegetarian,
I think it is,
nothing.
Is that animals that can make a connection, like rabbits and things you can connect with as a human, that mammals have a certain ability to connect.
Right.
There's an awareness of an awareness.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And fish, it's nothing. It's a fish eye. It's no awareness.
Yeah, it's out of sight.
Yeah, maybe having tons going on inside, but you can't connect with it. So
Plus,
because the thing, you can't connect with it with your grandiose
anything
ass.
that breathes underwater, it's a game on. I'll eat you. I mean, that can't. There's no connection here. You guys, air kills you. Give me a break. You deserve to be eaten with that kind of horrible attitude. I put you in the air, you die. I put a fan on you, you die. No, I got to eat you. You're an alien at this point. Scott, 16. Hey.
How's it going? All right, Jurassic 5. Yeah, big fan. Heard you guys first time Quality Control. Yeah, love it. I was curious, Jurassic 5, how'd you get the name? There's 6 people.
Actually, it was a joke. It was like a joke. One of the guys, mother of his kid, was actually making a joke of us, and it's a group back in the day called the Fantastic Five, and she was like, "You guys think you sound like them, but you sound more like the Jurassic Five." And we was like, "Hey, that's it." And we gave her $10 for the. The rights of the name. She was happy. She got a 6-pack, and we got Jurassic 5.
Right on. All right.
It's a good name. Thank you. Yeah, words are weird. This one works. Yeah. It worked so good on us, we thought you were on the show a couple times.
But you got to say Jurassic 5. Do not say Jurassic Park. I don't want Spielberg taking a chunk out of our ass.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
Anything else, Scott?
Hope to see you guys out in Southern California.
Definitely.
And I like venison.
Oh, good times.
Holocaust?
Yeah, great times.
You know what the Holocaust is?
Well, yes, I do.
Good times. I take his word for it. He
Sounded
answered with
alert
a lot
enough.
of, lot of bravado. Hey, Mark?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah, I was wondering if the listeners to your show have been consistently dumb over the past few years, or if they've been getting progressively worse.
I'd say they're
fairly consistent.
They try to stay 3 steps behind society. So wherever society's going, they're lagging just a little bit. So if society's heading into the crapper, they're usually there to meet them.
So let's see what Mark does with the questions.
Well, Mark's got to have all the answers.
Well, some of them.
Veal?
Veal is baby cow.
All right.
Meat.
Huh.
Emu?
It's a flightless bird.
Ooh.
Kind of like an ostrich.
Flightless? I like that.
Yeah.
It sucked being a flightless bird. I got to imagine other birds like crapping on you and laughing on you. Why bother being a bird? I guess they run like 80 miles an hour. Okay. And what else? Holocaust.
Genocide of the Jews by the Nazis.
Good times.
World War II.
Good times. Wow, you're like an atlas.
Yeah. You should ask people like what Auschwitz was and everything.
Well, but it's...
Or is that too hard?
That's a little advanced for them because they're having difficulty with the Holocaust part, too.
How about the acronym SCUBA, then?
Oh, SCUBA.
What does it mean?
Yeah, Drew?
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Oh!
Yes.
Who invented it?
Mr. Scuba. Actually, Jacuzzi. I think Jacuzzi invented it. Didn't it?
I don't know.
Somebody's named Jacuzzi.
Jacques Cousteau, you say, Mark?
Yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I think that's right.
I think so, yeah. Although it seemed like Jacques may have sort of perfected it, but it seems like this idea was around before Jacques was. Although,
well, there's diving bells, but they weren't self-contained. See, this is an independent unit.
I got another question. James.
Yeah.
16. Who's Jacques Cousteau?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Well, that's not our guy.
No, I'm asking...
I'm
asking another caller.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right. Jordan?
Yeah, hello?
You're 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I had a question, but first I just want to say you guys rule.
Thank you.
You guys are ground. First-time caller, long-time listener. I listened for about 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and Dr. Drew, you help a lot of people, and I'm really
Whatever.
All right.
You helped me a lot. And okay, well, I guess my question then.
All right, thanks.
Good.
Oh, yeah. At my school, like, I'm 15. I'm 6'5", 6'6", and I'm a really big guy. And
you're 15.
Yeah.
6'5" or 6'6".
How big's your dad?
My dad 6'3", but on my mom's side, my uncle is almost 7 feet tall.
Whoa, here it comes.
And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 390.
So you're like Peter Pan. Damn, bitch. 390.
Well, the thing
15.
Is, of course, I'm overweight, but I do work out and I do jog.
Why aren't you playing football?
Really?
This year, I thought about it this year because last year I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't want to take it last year because I had some other courses I was trying to get out of the way. And this year, I couldn't figure it in, but next year I'm going to do it.
The coach ain't... I'm surprised the coach hasn't darted you and
dragged you in.
Got the natives throwing you back of the truck and dragged you onto the practice field.
No, but the football kids do. They get on me about it all the time. So I'm going to try next year. I'm in JROTC this year.
You're in what?
JROTC.
Junior ROTC.
Junior ROTC.
Yeah.
All right.
And my question was I heard a call last night about a girl that was like 6'2" or 3.
Yeah, right. That.
And because you guys do the day late thing, so I just heard it.
Right.
And I don't know how to get. Of course, I'm overweight, of course, but not to a great extent.
Yeah.
And I don't I'm scared about I guess average height women.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I might hurt them.
You might.
Well, I'm not. Well, not not just.
I'm gonna love you to death. Come here, baby. Then he squeezes them, and then he starts crying and buries them in a shallow grave. And he sits them up in his room.
I've done a bad thing, George.
I'm kind of scared. Not just sexually, but just as a physical relationship.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know how to take it because I don't want them to think that I'm hurting them.
All right. Do you date?
No, we're not dating anybody.
Why don't you just start going out with people? They'll be all right.
No, but I feel scared around.
Wait, hold on.
That's the difference. So the excuse you're using.
You can't. He's not going to get laid for 5 years.
Really?
You can't do that.
You can't do what? He's going to be 7 feet tall then.
I know. Big guys get punished by chicks.
I wouldn't know.
They don't get laid.
I was always a thin guy, so.
I'm telling you, a guy who's 5'3" and 115 pounds gets laid faster than a guy who's 6'6" and 300 pounds.
But around college time, all of a sudden the 5'2" to 5'4" women are very interested in those guys. You know,
ironically?
Yes, unironically so.
All right, I got to talk to Jordan. Jordan?
Yeah.
All right, you're not going to get laid for a long time.
Yeah, I surmise as much.
Yeah. Don't worry. It ain't going to happen.
Well, but see, I'd still like to just get closer to them anyways without that part entering.
And even that's going to be difficult.
Yeah,
it's tough because you're different, you know?
Yeah.
Guys are goofy even when they're normal size, but guys that are big are extra goofy in high school.
Yeah, that's just my problem. I just don't feel safe around them. I don't want to
Yeah, but no 15-year-old feels comfortable.
Listen, you can drink out of a mug without crushing it, can't you? Or does it just turn into powder when you laugh? It's like,
oh man!
You do stuff like you turn a doorknob, pull the whole door off. I mean, you like Fred Munster. I mean, Herman. I mean, who's Fred? Fred Gwynn. Yeah.
I haven't had stuff like that happen. Like that, but I've had stuff happen because of my size, have my strength, but not ripping doors off.
Okay, listen, Jordan. Here's what you got to do. You got to be as trim as possible.
Yeah.
Your only shot at tail is being, a trim 325. I mean, you can't be big and bulky.
Yeah.
And a big behemoth. It's never going to work with the ladies.
Well, yeah, see, that's why I was taking JROTC this year because I really like the military. I want to go in there eventually.
Beautiful. But you got to limit yourself to eating 2 cows a day. Maybe 2 cows and a pig.
1 loaf of bread.
And 3 loaves of bread, right.
My problem is I can't eat less than 2,000 calories or I get really bad headaches.
Well, 2,000 calories will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I can't eat less than that. And
we'll hold it at 2,000. Do it 2,000, get some exercise going, you'll be just fine.
That's right.
You're still growing amazingly. You're 15. You probably need more than 2,000 calories. Exercise, you'll be all right. You'll lose weight that way.
Oh, he's never going to get laid.
Mm-hmm.
It's never going to work.
He'll have the last laugh, monsieur.
It will?
Yeah.
That is pretty scary, though, to be 15 and a girl see that. and she wants to talk. He wants to talk to her. I would be scared, and I'm not a girl, and I would be scared of him. I would definitely try to be his friend. That's pretty big at 15. I never knew nobody like that at 15.
I'm telling you, women punish big dudes when they're young. It's all the wusses, all the pipsqueaks. They get the tail. It's tough. And then, they have they have their day, but that day only lasts like a literal day. It's just one day.
One day, yes.
And then it's back to regular. I think it's like a Wednesday or Thursday usually. Take a little break. Jurassic 5 here tonight. We'll be right back.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
This is Adam Carolla.
And this is Dr. Drew.
And I couldn't be happier.
Fantastic. 100.5.
The Zone.
And now back to the sex talk. It's LoveLine in the Zone.
Welcome back to the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew. And one of the bands that Drew likes to bang his head, True, right?
Yeah, it's true. We almost saw them destroy. Remember, they almost pulled down the entire Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles?
That's right. That's
crazy.
That's the Offspring, everybody. They know how to rock a house. They play like anthem-type rock.
Yeah.
Drew, you banged your head to the band, yes?
Yeah. Okay. Is that what I was doing?
It's time to bang your head again to the Offspring. 9-1. Dexter, sorry, is not here. Noodles is here from the Offspring. Jesse Belauer, yeah?
Yep.
Pretty good. Is here. He is quadriplegic, although seems to use his hands pretty well. What pelegic would you call him, Drew?
C5, C6, man.
C6.
What's that mean? He sunk his battleship? Or what does that mean?
Got some shoulder going.
Oh, some shoulder going. C6 means... So it's different, but technically not quad. Or is it quad with hand movement, or how do they do it?
Any cervical transection is quad. It's just that he's got some motor activities.
Now, Noodles, why don't you explain why you're here and what the Offspring has to do with Life Rolls On?
Well, a friend of mine named John, his wife, his wife Stacy has Parkinson's disease, and we had been trying to figure out something we could do, maybe donating something that they could auction off on the internet or something to raise money for stem cell research and just raise some funds to get some work done. And they got hooked up with Jesse's organization, as well as They Will Surf Again, and all these things are raising money to do aggressive stem cell research. And
so anyway, Jesse was now you had your injury how long ago?
About 6 years ago, March 25th, 1996.
And that was surfing.
That was.
And this organization is about, or part of it is about, getting people who have had injuries back on their surfboards. Is that part of it?
Basically, yeah. It's just basically bring awareness for spinal cord injuries, and just to let them know that life rolls on. They can do whatever they want to do. And my life before I got hurt was surfing, and now I want to go back surfing, and I've been doing that. And it'd be nice if other people got hurt and they can get back out there by watching me or learning things that I do.
But to be fair, you probably got more done after you got in the wheelchair and stopped surfing than you did when you were surfing, right? I mean, because when you surf, you just smoke weed and surf all day. You can't hold down a job. You can't do anything on a computer.
Whenever there's waves, that's true. It's like all else just gets pushed to the side.
Every guy I worked construction with wouldn't show. You knew where everyone was because the surf was up
Right.
and no one would show up. Or these guys would go out and surf. We had to work at 7 a.m. They would go out and surf before work, which is like insanity. But I swear, am I right that you've gotten more done in the last few years since your injury?
Most definitely. I mean, I definitely was not going to go to college. I was going to do a professional surf career, but now, after I got hurt, I graduated from San Diego State University, started a clothing company and a foundation and events, golf tournament, concert, and surfing events, and I definitely would not have done any of that.
Yeah, you'd be living at your folks' house, smoking weed.
I'd be living anywhere.
But you still surf, though, too. You still do that, too.
And I still surf now.
Now, how do you surf without the use of your legs?
Well, Al Merrick made me a board, and it was about 10 foot long, and we just put these foot straps by the rail where my elbows go, and I just lay down flat on the board and then prop myself up so my elbows don't slide off the board, and I'm not strapped to the board at all. I just lie down, and Rob Machado pushes me into waves, and then I just ride by myself and do turns, and someone's behind me if I fall off, but I can hold my breath a long time and swim, and
can you now? What if you fall off? How do you swim?
My wetsuit makes me float really well, but
do you fart in it? Like an air pocket?
I don't think I've done that yet.
Just to stay
Not
warm.
That I know of.
Just to keep warm.
Oh, to stay warm.
Well, that's
pee.
Yeah, pee in it too.
Yeah. All right. This is an amazing story. And look, man, I can barely get off my sofa. If I can't find a remote for something, I'm pissed. I called Pink Dot to send a guy over to bring my remote over to me.
Well, they have some really good surfing
Yeah.
video games you might want to look into.
Yeah, even that seems ambitious for me. Don't you burn a lot of calories doing like mental calories, Drew? Or what about the thumb work?
Any calories for you is tough, I know, Adam.
All right, let's talk to Anthony. What's up?
Hey, Adam and Drew, you guys rock.
Great.
And Offspring's my favorite band. And I was just wondering, how did you guys get started?
Oh, we just actually Dexter and Greg and a couple of guys started the band first, and I think Dexter was just going to play guitar, but the guy who was singing couldn't sing, and I ended up joining another band with Dexter and the drummer at the time. But really, what happened is they wanted to get into a Social Distortion show at Irvine at UC Irvine, and I think the cops broke it up and shut it down, and the guys went home and were all ticked off and said, "Hey, we should just start our own band and forget going to see other bands play when we always get beat up by cops or kicked out because we're too young or whatever."
And that was 1980.
That was 84. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I played in another band with Dexter and a couple of different guys, and James, who was our drummer at the time. And then in 85, I joined what is now The Offspring.
Jesus Christ. Coming up on 20 years. Hey,
it's amazing.
It's amazing, too, and it just popped in my head, but I see all these behind the musics and stuff, that these bands, like, the Mamas and the Papas or something, they were, like, around for 2.5 years. A lot of these, Beatles were, like, 7 years or something. I mean, a lot of these bands.
Weird. That is weird.
It's weird that a lot of these bands, even, I don't know, Jimi Hendrix, I mean, the Doors, the list goes on and on, where these bands are, like, 3 years, 5 years. We talked a lot of bands that are like
Milli Vanilli. How long was that?
17 short years.
But yet now is sort of seen as a time when there's a more rapid turnover.
Yeah. Right.
It's like it's almost like the ones that make it stay for a long time.
Yeah.
And the minute.
And you're lucky if you get to be have the longevity of a band like U2 or REM or the Foo Fighters are doing
you
great
guys
from
too.
Nirvana.
I mean,
So.
Yeah,
we've done all right, man. No complaints.
Bad Religion.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony, thanks, buddy.
I was wondering if I could ask another question.
No.
Sure.
No.
Noodle says
what's
yes.
it
We're playing
regarding?
good cop, bad cop over here.
Go ahead.
What was your inspiration for the song "Change the World"?
Oh, glad we had him ask that.
Just running into people that gave a lot of lip service to doing things to make the world a better place, but didn't really do anything. Just guys who like to sit around and argue, but then really, if it came in between them and enjoyment of their life, they didn't do anything about it. Everyone knows someone like that.
Yeah. Anthony?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good times there, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Anthony.
Let's talk to William.
Yeah.
You're 19?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
I was calling to see if height or weight has anything to do with penis size, because I'm packing a pretty small heat.
Yeah. And are you a tall guy or a small guy?
I'm 5'4", or 210.
Ooh.
It's got some weight on you. That is one of the things that can theoretically have some influence on penis size. A lot of adipose tissue around will create estrogens.
What's adipose tissue?
Fat. Fat produces estrogen, and estrogen can possibly affect sort of penis size and performance.
Well, also,
plus it's just going to make it look smaller, you know, against all that.
There is the turtle factor.
Is there any way to increase height or penis size?
Lose the weight.
Or penis size?
The height has nothing to do with the penis size. Nothing whatsoever.
But is there any way that I could increase that?
Lose the weight.
But the height?
William, listen. How do you think you're going to increase your height? We'll put you on the rack. We'll remove part of your shin and graft something onto it or something.
Disco shoes, a way to go. And they're making a comeback. They're going to be back, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, like you wear those boots Sly Stallone wore in the late 80s. They got a little heel on them. They zip up on the side. No one knows you're wearing boots, but they give you an extra couple inches.
And that has nothing to do with penis size. You just take care of yourself physically more. Exercise, watch your diet.
Yeah,
get going.
5'4", 210 is a pretty husky cat, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's where the focus has to be.
Well, I wasn't that heavy, but I started smoking a lot of pot, and that got me really heavy.
All right. Well,
Munchies,
and if you're marijuana addicted, you're going to have to deal with that too.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to stop by itself.
All right. So, William, the focus is not on the penis, not on
tongue, right? Isn't that
on the
what
tongue?
the wife tells me?
Absolutely.
All right.
On the what?
Jesse's
I was going to actually say that. I didn't know if I wanted to step in and be a part of that.
Yeah, Jesse's tongue still works fine.
Compensate, my brother. Just use something different.
I can
your
imagine.
hands, your mouth. Just try new things.
How small is his wiener, though?
Yeah, that's well, I don't know if he
strap on.
William?
Yeah.
How small is the penis?
I barely clear 4 inches. How dare you?
Anderson just asked that question because he wanted to play that sound effect. That's all. All right, William.
Tongue exercises.
Good times.
Exercise is the way to go.
And listen, if you got a gut and some thigh on you, isn't it like sort of building up 3 mounds around your penis? I mean, it's like planting a flag and then putting sand dunes around it. You can't see it anymore.
I mean, there's something to that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Noodles was alluding to this, which is it's sort of relative. It's like saying, is this rim big or is this car rim small? It's like, well, what car is it on? And I'll tell you if it's big or small. If it's on an SUV, maybe it's small, but if it's on a Hyundai, maybe it's big. I mean, there's got to be an element of that. All right, because whenever you see a fat guy at the gym, you never see a fat guy with a big penis. You never do you?
I'm not really looking.
I have to say, I really haven't made a study on that one, but
I do.
I'm glad somebody has.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
John?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yep.
What's up?
Not a lot.
You're paraplegic?
Yes, that's correct.
What happened?
I have schizophrenia. I hallucinate very badly. I wasn't diagnosed. I thought I would wake up the next morning and go to a party and jumped off a bridge, tried to kill myself one night.
Wow. And what'd you land on?
Concrete.
Oh, bad times. Bad times. And how high was the bridge?
20, 30 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
That was February 14th this year.
Oh, so it's
Valentine.
Fairly recent.
My wedding anniversary, too.
Yeah.
Where did that take place? Where was that?
In Olympia, Washington.
Wow. And so now how are you making the adjustment?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just in a nursing home trying to get a pressure sore healed up. And after I get that done, I'm moving out into a friend of mine's house who's going to help take care of me. And I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this Life Rolls On thing, see if there's any new stuff with the spinal cord cell research, and wondering if that Viagra stuff actually works because,
Are you a complete or incomplete?
Complete, I think.
You think?
What's the difference between complete and incomplete?
It has some movement below the injury or not? Can you move your legs at all?
I have a little bit of movement in my legs. I can't stand on them or lift them up or anything, but I can feel the muscles moving.
You have some wacky sensations down there, too?
Yeah.
Do you feel?
A little bit of sensation, and sometimes no, and sometimes yes, but I'm doing pretty good right now. I can feel myself touching my leg, and I can move it a little bit.
How's the schizophrenia doing?
I take medicine for it. I take Geodon, and I don't hallucinate or have those thoughts anymore, so I'm doing pretty good with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
sure, they know for sure. They're suspecting schizophrenia, or they know for sure it is?
I don't know. We haven't really done any tests or anything.
You're not a drug addict? You weren't doing a bunch of drugs?
No, not a drug addict, not anything. Just probably been schizophrenic my whole life and just never knew it, never knew that I was different.
Okay.
Well, the schizophrenia sets in for males, too, it seems like.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All right.
I'd be having a conversation with you and trying to hold 3 other conversations at the same time with people that weren't there.
Wow.
And having a lot of paranoid things too, like the little flame boy like you see in cartoons or something, little shadow of a flame thing, like a little smoky guy running around.
Wow.
And I would freak out and think that there was fire. And I was at a Target store one time and was very sure that it was the target of a nuclear weapons testing site or something.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you name your store Target. You're kind of asking for trouble in this
Yeah.
political climate, are you not?
And I crack up about it now, but I was running around telling everybody that there was going to be bombs dropping, and everybody.
No speed, huh, John? No
After
speed.
a while, I could talk to myself and like the other
It's still really putting a big bullseye right on the sign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
You're
so it
asking for trouble.
It was definitely the side of and everything.
All right, so hey, John, listen. Why don't you go on the website and check it out?
All right, I'll have to go to the library for that because I don't have a computer.
All right.
You're still early in your injury, you know. It's only about 5 months, so...
Yeah.
I mean, things could come back. You might be able to walk again. You never know. I don't... What level?
8 or something like that. T8.
T8. So it's not really a lumbar.
Why?
Yeah,
Where's the T? How does it break down, the spinal column? What are the numbers? Where do they start?
7C.
Start where?
C1.
Yeah, where?
Up here.
Okay.
Where your
Starting
skull
at the top. I don't know if it starts from the bottom or from the top.
No.
C1 is up higher.
C1 is where your skull attaches to your spinal cord,
and then goes down.
That's the one that's got a little. I'll get you the pictures.
All right, I don't want to see any pictures.
It's one they fracture when they hang you. They push
is that what they do
odontoid into your brain with that one.
Good times.
Usually
Good
you'll
times.
die.
Yeah, and that's you can't breathe or anything at the upper cervical.
So you bust that one up, it's bad time.
So how many of these C's do you have?
7.
7.
And then you have 12 of the T's.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You got the C's and the T's?
And
Thoracic is T.
Right.
Cervical is C. 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar.
Right.
And then you have S, sacral.
But do they start at the top at the C's and move down to the T's, and then what's lumbar at the bottom?
L, lumbar.
The higher you
Low back.
are, the less you have.
That's the less movement you have.
The closer to your the base of your head, skull, that's the least.
Like
that
Christopher
you have.
Reeves, like a C2 or something. Yeah.
So he's way up there.
Yeah.
Way
Ooh,
up.
have a break.
How many vertebrae do you have? Does one have?
5, 12, 24.
24?
That's right. These ones, huh?
I don't know.
Plus, not including sacral. So.
All right. Well, if you want to count the sacral, that's a different show right there. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. Drew's going to open his anatomy book and count up the vertebrae on the pretend man, and we'll be back.
LoveLine. We'll be right back. LoveLine will be right back on 100.5 The Zone.
Hey, yo, LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Drew. Phone number. No, I'm not going to tell you. You can only call. I know you people. Show's going to end in 15 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's just get through it, huh? Try not to call. Emma?
Hi.
14?
Yeah.
What's up?
My question was that sometimes I will hear things like it'll sound like somebody's behind me and they'll say my name, but when I turn around, there's nobody there, and I'm just wondering, is that really like a bad thing? Or
That's something you should tell a doctor about. Do you do any speed?
Well, Emma's a kind of name that sounds like, if you fart, it'll sound like Emma.
It's true.
Hey.
What? Emma. You see what I'm saying?
Emma, do any speed?
I tried Ritalin once, and I heard that was pretty much like speed.
Okay, LSD?
No.
Ecstasy?
Nope.
Nothing else, huh?
No. Just I did pot, but I haven't done that for like a month or so.
All right. Well, you need to talk to your doctor about it, because hearing voices is a very, very significant symptom, and it needs to be evaluated.
Yeah. I was at a mental hospital type thing last week, and I told them, and they kind of just wrote it down in their notes. They didn't really do anything about it.
Well, I'm sure they put you on some medication, though, right?
Yeah, they put me on Wellbutrin and Trazodone.
Did they think your depression had gotten so severe that you were hearing voices?
I'm not sure.
They can do that. Sometimes it's really part of just a depression or bipolar, or it can be other things too. But do continue to tell the people who are taking care of you and prescribe your medication what you're experiencing.
That's why if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Geraldine.
Because it'd be too hard to hallucinate that?
Yeah, no, you either hear Geraldine or you don't.
Jerry.
Jerry? No. Are Jerry's Geraldines, by the way?
Sometimes. Jeri? No.
I never do the short math on certain names. Yeah, because you would spell the female Jerry with an I, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Hey, ready to rock here, Drew?
That's good.
Lindsay?
Hi.
Okay, so 16.
Mom took off when you were 2 or 3, and now what's happening?
Well, my question was, I've been going out with this guy for about 6 months, and we're really good together, and I really like him, and I've gone out with a bunch of other guys, and I think that I really care about this one, and I love him and stuff. But my question is, see, I've been having, like, fantasies and, like, dreams of me with other girls. I've never thought about any other guys but him since we've been going out, but
yeah,
I'm having...
All right, fantasies about girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
And I'm wondering what I should do.
Nothing. You're into this guy, fine, stay with him.
How old were you? Are you still a virgin?
No.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
14.
How old was the guy?
14.
Okay.
He dumped me 2 days after.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, look, having had such severe abandonment in your childhood, it's gonna be difficult for you to have stable intimacies, and having fantasies, wanting to sabotage, becoming overly involved and preoccupied, and then becoming chaotic and rejecting. This is all what's going to happen. And if you're ready to do something about that, it's the kind of situation that's best served with a little bit of treatment. It affects your brain development to have a parent leave you when you're a child. It just does, especially when it's mom.
Well, and listen here, too, all you child geniuses. I had a dream I was a pirate last night. What does that mean?
Did you really?
Sell the house, buy myself a nice clipper, and set sail for the open sea.
Did you really think about being a pirate? Did you lose your... Usually when you are a pirate, you're like killing people, right? Or when you're having one of those kinds of dreams, are you killing people?
No, I wasn't killing anybody. I was trying to make it back to port, you know.
Did you have to pee?
I had to beat off.
You had to beat off.
I don't beat off at sea.
Yeah.
It's an old Corolla thing. Call it superstitious, call it what you will. You understand?
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I wouldn't call that superstition.
Yeah, but Drew, let me ask you. Here's my point. I have a lot of stupid dreams on a nightly basis, and then I wake up and quickly dismiss them and move on.
That's right.
I don't think, well, I must pursue this because that was my dream. I was going down on a chick, and she lifted her skirt and a penis fell out. Does that mean I got to go gay now, or does it just mean I had a little too much red wine before I passed out?
Or even stupid fantasies you have during the day.
All day, every day.
Yeah, they're fantasies.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
All right, guys. Bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline. The Dateline.
877-889-DATE. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This is Adam Carolla.
This is Dr. Drew. You're listening to 100.5
The Zone. Hey, everybody. It's the best of the Love Line.
This was one of my favorite, the best of the Love Line.
Yeah.
I like that Kelly Osbourne. She's something else.
She's dynamite lady. And I'll tell you, nobody knows World War II history like Kelly Osbourne. Nobody. Nobody. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you saw action at Midway. You do not know the war like Kelly Osbourne. Boy, I'll tell you, thank God the Germans and the English were able to team up to beat the French that way, huh? And the Canadians and the Spaniards.
Oh, there you go. Prove your point again.
I think I cut all that stuff out of there.
Anderson cut the best part of Kelly Osbourne out with the part where she didn't know who was in World War II. All right. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.